Hello and welcome back to my Burnout Bouncebackability video series. In this 6th video I want to share with you my experience of one simple and yet at the same time tricky action that I think that everyone should consider if they are on their way to burnout, and most definitely if you are at acute burnout. The activity that set me on the path to recovery was I spoke with my boss. Just to be clear, when I say your boss, I'm talking about the person at your workplace who you report to. You might call them your line manager or your supervisor, and in this video I'll simply call them boss. I believe that this was the best approach for me, and it will be for many others too, but it might not be for everyone. If you have any doubts, I encourage you to speak with somebody you trust to formulate the best approach for you. Now, if your burnout is caused by your job or work environment, then it is very likely that taking time out from your job or changing something about your job is a good approach. It's your boss who can help you get the recovery time or the changes that you need. That's why I think it's a good idea. And here's the thing. I wouldn't mind betting that your boss probably doesn't know that you are experiencing some level of burnout. So speaking with them is the first step. Let them know what's going on. Who knows? Maybe they've experienced burnout themselves or have had other people in the team who they have helped bounce back from burnout without you even knowing. You won't know until you speak with them. And if you do speak with your boss, then try to turn up for the discussion, if you can, with some potential solutions. In particular, think about what you would like to change and over what time period. Things like, firstly, do you need to take some time out from your work? Secondly, do you need support on a project or a change in clients or territory? And thirdly, would going part-time for a while be beneficial? As an example, when I returned to work after a short period off, the projects I worked on were changed. So, I'm advocating that for most people, speaking with your boss is a super first step to bouncing back from burnout. But for me, this was a bit like a balancing act when it came to speaking with them. Firstly, there was the knowledge that taking time out would be the right thing for my well-being. But the flip side was that there was some anxiety that I was opening up about this thing called burnout, and this caused some negative thinking patterns. Things like, what will they think of me? Will they think I am weak? What will be the impact on my career? My list went on. I was super scared. You see, for many of us, we are high-performing professionals. We are used to attaining challenging work goals, working long hours, and so on. I get it. I was it. But if you want to start the burnout recovery process, then maybe you have to bounce through those anxieties and speak with your boss. Maybe. Give you a chance of recovery and give them the chance to help. And here's the important thing that I've learnt. People are human. And when we rip the layers of ego from people, what we are left with is the human, compassionate being that lives inside of each of us. Now, I can't guarantee that your boss will react in the way that you would want. But if we averaged out every response from every boss to every burned out employee, then I assert that the majority will be compassionate and will try to help where they can. Because we are all human, even your boss, and most of us are compassionate creatures. And if your boss isn't compassionate when you speak with them and you don't get a positive response, well, again, I can't advise you what to do in a short video. But if we were working one-on-one, then I'd be helping you to explore how you value your job, your career, and your financial commitments against your short and long-term well-being. I'm certainly not advocating this deep level discussion in the first few weeks of burnout if your boss has been less than compassionate. But further down the line, this would be a discussion we'd be having after your period of stabilization and rest, as we discussed in an earlier video. So I assert that for most people, speaking with your boss, taking time away and making some form of change to your working pattern is one of the most beneficial things you can do for burnout recovery. I'm Stuart at Unscrambled Heads. I'm a high-performance coach working with corporate professionals, executives and students. I have a focus on burnout recovery and prevention. Please follow, subscribe or connect to catch my burnout Bouncebackability video series.